It is 8:04. A couple of minutes late. My apologies. Just trying to do the TV thing while I'm doing the coffee talk thing. But here we are. We're together. We're doing our thing. And it is coffee talk on a Friday morning. Rise and shine. Another hot day in Central Florida. I got to tell you, I don't have much of a voice. So if you can hear me, super great. If you can't, super sorry. It's just not going to change. Here's a live look outside our Tower Cam network in Lake County. Lake Dora, absolutely beautiful. Those temperatures, though, are on their way up today. Here's a look around. 82 right now in Orlando. Again, another hot one. 81 in Claremont, 78 in the Villages. 79 degrees in Ocala, 79 degrees in New Smyrna Beach. So it is a hot day. And notice we're going with the exact same numbers today that we saw yesterday and the day before and the day before. 98 degrees, our forecast high temperature today. 3 p.m. Notice a little bit later we may get a couple of thunderstorms to cool us down, but you're not really looking at much. It's going to be a hot day, my friends. So be ready for it no matter where you are. Be ready for it. Tara, good morning to you. I hope you're having a great start. Frank, good morning to you. Marie, good morning. Carolyn, good morning. Jennifer, how are ya? Patrick says it's Aloha Friday. I'll take it. Annie, good morning. Good morning. Debbie's asking, how soon before cooling? Slow down. Slow down. I'll get there. Slow down. Slow down. All right. So we know that today is going to be a very, very warm day yet again. Here's a look at the high temperatures around Central Florida. Notice 98, for example, our high temperature in Orlando, expecting 99 in Sanford, 96 in Daytona Beach. Once again today, we have heat advisories posted for all of Central Florida. And for coastal Flagler County, we do have an excessive heat warning because of things there just getting a little bit higher. So the fact of the matter is, the last couple of days, most of the metro was under that excessive heat warning. So we backed off the humidity just a little bit, just a little bit. It's not going to be a massive change, but it's just a little bit of a change. So let's enjoy that for what that is at the very least, right? Sound sounds good to me. The weekend forecast, I'll tell you, is continuing to look quite hot. Earlier weekend forecasts were kind of giving us this idea that we would be able to get some higher rain chances and drop the temperatures, but for now it looks like we will get a couple of additional showers, maybe a couple of additional thunder showers, but we're going to keep that overall coverage a little low. And here's why. Let me point out to you kind of this interesting little weather pattern that we have. Right now, we're watching two kind of tropical waves. Okay, the first one we've been watching for a while out over the Turks and Caicos, and eventually it kind of works over to the Bahamas. But as it approaches us, it starts to fade. So through the weekend, South Florida is going to get some rising rain chances from it, but we will not. Then that second wave starts to show up early next week. It's going to be a little slower than maybe we would want, but by about Wednesday, it is going to finally help to break this pattern. So Tuesday, Wednesday, my friends, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're finally going to crank up that moisture machine, and we're finally going to be able to get a little bit of relief. But in the meantime, we are still running with big temperatures. Here's a look at yesterday's high temperatures around Central Florida. We did not hit 99. We hit 98 degrees. That was a record in Orlando. We hit 99 in Daytona Beach. We hit 100 degrees in Titusville yesterday. We hit 97 in Palm Coast. That was plenty hot. Today, looking at the forecast, we're at 98 in Orlando. That should tie a record that's over 100 years old. Sanford should break a record going back to 2006. Leesburg will be close. Daytona Beach will be close. Melbourne will be close. Yeah, kind of an interesting little statistic I dug up this morning. So we've had 4 days in a row now with high temperatures hitting 98 or 99 degrees. Okay, 4 days in a row. The last time we saw 4 days in a row of high temperatures of 98 degrees or greater in Orlando was 1998. That was July, so that was going into my freshman year of high school when I was taking personal fitness and life management at Lake Howell High School. I did it on purpose because I figured it's summer, I wouldn't have to run because it would be storming. And that year, we didn't get storms. We got heat. So that's just kind of interesting. Like, I'm an adult. I'm 20 plus years removed from high school, but this kind of little weather statistic goes that far back. So, kind of an interesting little thing. I thought it was kind of interesting. Anyway, it's hot. That's where we're at. Frank says the kids go back to school, and day two, dad has a cold. I don't have a cold. You know what it is? It's like allergies. I don't know what it is. I feel totally fine. I just don't have a voice. It is what it is, right? Tell us how little Eric's day was in kindergarten. Hope it was great. It was great. Yeah, it was great. He had lunch. It was a good productive. It was good. It was great. And then here's he's got his sweet smile today. There's he and mommy this morning at school. So that's sweet. It's crazy. I've got a kindergartner. It's just crazy to me. Man. Meanwhile, places like Volusia County enjoying that last little bit of summer vacation, right? Here's the beach boating forecast for you. Season surf, nice and calm at about 1 to 2. It's not going to be a big problem for us. But the sunburn factor is going to be there. You got if you don't put sunscreen on in this kind of an environment, you got 10 minutes to burn. So you need to do what you got to do to take care of yourself. Yeah, it's it's that kind of heat. It's major heat. So be careful, friends. Be careful. All right. So mid next week we know, and I'll show you the 7-day forecast. Mid next week we know we're going to break this pattern down just a little bit. Look at those high temperatures though in the meantime, okay? For today, for tomorrow, 98 again on Sunday. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we will finally break this down a little bit. We will finally be able to get normal temperatures. Give it Thursday. By about Wednesday, Thursday, that's when that second little tropical wave tries to move into the area. That, my friends, is when we will finally get a little bit of relief. God, do we need this relief? Man. James says, it's the humidity makes you sound like you're sick. Is that what it is? Because I feel fine. I have no problems. But this daggum voice thing. Mickey says, didn't you mow yesterday? Maybe that's what caused your loss of voice. Oh, interesting. It could be. I did mow yesterday. Yeah. Annie, I saw you this morning on TV, and that's what I was thinking. Maybe you have a cold. No cold. Yeah, it's just my allergies. Don't know what's going on with that. Yeah. Love starting my day with coffee talk. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aaron says, those temperatures, I know. Sudden on the rocks. Good morning. Check your email for the sunset cloud picture I sent you 3 nights ago. Gavolt. At this point, it's like buried deep, man. Anne says, oh yeah, that would do it mowing. Mowing, really? Is that a thing? Mowing? But I mow like every week. And I don't lose my voice every week. Is that a thing? Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Mowing?
I've never mowed a lawn.
You've never mowed a lawn.
Why would I mow a lawn?
I guess that makes sense. My father used to try to make us mow a lawn, but like we screwed around so much, he just gave up. And then I've got to be honest. Welcome, by the way, Megan Mackey, everybody, to Coffee Talk.
Hello, we haven't had you on Sunrise.
I know
it's been a minute.
It's been forever. When we bought our current house, our old house, the HOA covered the lawn, but in this house, I actually take care of it. I don't know what it is. It's like washing a car. You get very intimate with it, And for me, like, there's nothing better than being intimate with my yard.
Well, it's your yard. Like, I don't own a house, so
Yeah.
one day when I do, I would take care of it. But growing up, I lived in California. I don't know if you're familiar there, but they have like ordinances against like watering your grass.
Yeah, sure,
because they're in
right.
drought. So like most people have turf or
Sure,
dirt
right.
Because
It's
California
just,
has
you
watering
can't, right,
limits.
yeah.
So people's grass doesn't grow.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, my grass grows like weeds. Although this week it's been rough because we just haven't had much in the way of rain.
Just like get a landscaper.
I like that intimate time with it.
Okay.
I really do. You know, planting and
Oh yeah, it's good
fertilizing.
to have like outdoor activities.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
like
it.
lounging by the pool.
I get
I mean,
you.
that's not like an active
Well,
activity,
for
but
me though, I plant the stuff or I mow the grass and then I go right in the pool after.
oh
And come
yeah.
football season, what I do is it like if it's like the first UCF game's a Thursday night, I'll be at the game, but I will mow the grass the next day and then I will lounge in the pool and watch the replay.
Oh, you have a TV outside?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
lit. My uncle has that.
yeah,
Yeah, I like that you guys do that in Florida because I had a pool in California,
yeah.
but we didn't have a TV
Oh
outside.
yeah, I'll be in the pool for hours just watching that football game, drinking Gatorade,
Yeah, that's the best. Pool
living the
time is
life.
my favorite. I always ask Kellyanne, what's the pool forecast? Because,
As I dial that pool forecast up,
oh yeah, let's see.
it's great today.
Like I'm thinking like Sunday. I'm gonna have a pool day. Is that a good day?
Sunday will also be great.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very objective, but to me, it's hot as can be.
As long as I want it to be hot.
Yep.
With minimal
Yep.
clouds and no rain. Like yesterday, I waited too long,
Right.
and then there was a shower.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I missed my opportunity.
Yeah, no, I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. Yeah, the pool forecast is looking great.
Good.
It's a subjective thing, I know, but it's great.
I'm one of the weirdos. Like this is my kind of weather. Aside from the showers.
Really?
Like, I like
You
the heat.
like this
Yes.
heat?
Like I would. Yeah. People think I'm
Jesus.
crazy, but
This is a little much for me.
it's okay. Well, I told you I'm moving today, so not the best moving.
Yeah.
Imagine moving today. Like it is like probably one of the worst weather days.
Oh, yeah.
To move. But I don't mind it. I just mind the showers.
Yeah? Okie doke.
Who agrees? Who
Does
likes
anybody
the
agree?
heat?
Scott says his pool water temperature is 92. Mine is 87, 88.
My apartment, I will say, they keep it very cold. Like I think there's a coolant.
There is,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
pool.
yeah.
So
My pool heater is a chiller as well.
I
if need
like,
be.
yeah, it's like when you jump in, you like feel like a rush of like
Yeah,
shock.
yeah.
I love that
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah, yeah.
But it needs to be hot enough outside.
So it's funny. I have my pool heater set in the spring and in the fall to 90.
Okay.
That when it's cooler out, it warms you. But in the summer, it's off and it's at like 87, 88. Which when the air temperature is 1,000 degrees, it cools you off. Like 87 is cool.
And the kids probably like it warm.
Yeah, they do.
Kids
And
always like warm.
they do. And I'm a wimp. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a wimp.
I like an ice cold pool.
One more than
year-round.
weather. Ice cold year round. So you won't have to pay for a heater, is what you're saying.
Basically.
All right. All right. We're going to go to the green screen so that I can do the weather for TV. To be continued, friends. I'm not trying to ignore y'all. We're just trying to do our thing. All right.
And the airlines are helping travelers rebook their trips to or from Hawaii. American, Southwest, United, and Hawaiian Airlines are all waiving their change fees right now for flights to and from the airport on Maui. Officials in Hawaii are discouraging travelers from flying in or out of that airport unless absolutely necessary.
All right, 8:18, and we are once again talking about that oppressive heat.
Oppressive, that's the best way to describe
Yeah.
this because we're not prisons all of it.
It's really rough, right? And we've had it for the last couple of days. We're going to have it for the next couple of days as well. But at least it's a beautiful start. Our Tower Cam network in downtown Orlando looking good. We're at 82 in Orlando. It's not going to take much for this temperature to start to climb. 79 in the Villages, 81 degrees into land, and 82 degrees Daytona Beach. Look at the feels like temperature. Already 93 in Winter Haven, already 94. It already feels like 94 in Orlando. So give it a little bit of time and that continues to climb. 93 our 11 a.m. temperature, 97 by 1 o'clock, 98 degrees our high temperature on the day. Only a few isolated showers in there. And then I think by about 7, 8, 9 o'clock, we'll get a couple of thunderstorms, but there's just not going to be much activity anticipated. So for high temperatures today, this is where we'll actually go. 98 degrees in Orlando, about 99 degrees in the Villages, 99 degrees in Sanford, 97 in Palm Coast, 96 today in Daytona Beach, and any one of our reporting stations has the chance to get to record heat this afternoon, including Orlando, which is an over 100-year-old record. So that's going to be some interesting stuff. Here's Futurecast, 1 o'clock, a sprinkle or two around. Notice a few showers around east of town, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Same thing through 7. And then by later, you can kind of see 9, 10 o'clock, a little bit of moisture around. kind of the I-95 corridor. So if you're heading out to the water parks today, great idea. If you're heading out to the theme parks, just please try to stay hydrated. By the way, today, football's back. So excited about this. Of course, West 2 CW18, your home for the Bucks. Steelers coming over to Raymond James Stadium for pre-season football. 92 for that kickoff, though it will feel like 102 at Ray J. It's going to be a hot one. It'll be interesting to see how that'll impact the players. Of course, they've been conditioning in this weather the last couple of weeks. Forecast for the weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, we dial up the moisture just a little bit, a few additional thunderstorms, but that heat remains. 98 for our Saturday and our Sunday. Out to the tropics we go. Interesting little tropical wave out here over the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos. That moves in, kind of helping a little bit this weekend. And then in the central Atlantic, there's some moisture that moves in for early next week. That is going to help us out in terms of breaking this heat bubble. But nothing expected to develop. We are now on our way up in terms of the normal peak of hurricane season. So I think over the next couple of weeks' time, we really are going to have some activity going. Central Florida's certified most accurate 7-day forecast showing that break in the heat by mid to late next week. Megan, good morning.
Good morning, Eric. If you're heading out right now for that morning drive, there is a crash along Diamond Parkway. This is at Stanley
All right.
Road. And your chopper is 5 here over this.
We'll go for a walk back over here. Okay. Any questions, comments, concerns? Mike says no jacket and sleeves rolled up. Isn't that old school meteorological subliminal messaging for really bad weather? No, I think at the end of the day, I think the television business has changed. You know, I think that we are trying to be a little bit more, and I'll find out more today because I have an appointment with my appointment with the image consultant. But you know, there's certain times where I need to wear a jacket, and there's certain times where I don't. And when I don't need to, I ain't going to. That's that's the bottom line. I don't love wearing a jacket. I don't think that most people wear them anymore. You know. Jenny says, if you could hang a huge cloud over the Magic Kingdom all day tomorrow, that'd be awesome. Please and thank you. Yeah, I'll try. Allison says, I've never seen this before. So cool. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Annie, thank you, thank you. So we've got another Today Show hit coming up in just a couple of minutes' time. Yeah, always good times. Always good times here at WESH. Mickey's asking, do they have to increase your mic level when your voice isn't at its normal power? I think so. I think they do. I mean, I don't have the audio operator here, but when I used to run audio in my earlier career, that's what we had to do. Yeah. Oh, Karen, thank you, thank you. Heather says, it's 1,000,000 degrees. Jackets are a big nope. Right? And as long as they'll let me roll my sleeves up, I'm going to do it. Again, we'll see. I've got my image consultant meeting in a couple of minutes, so we'll see what Audrey Mansfield says. And then Miss Stylish herself, Megan Mackey, you've got your Audrey appointment coming up right after me, right?
It's right after you. Yeah.
So if I walk out in tears, you're gonna walk in and be like, "Brr."
Yeah. No.
Not you.
I like this red, even though it is long sleeve. You know, I feel like red's always a good color.
She wanted me to have more pattern shirts, so I definitely am wearing a pattern shirt on purpose so that you can be like, oh good, I'm glad you listened to me, darling.
I feel like a lot of people do that. They'll wear what she said last time. I just kind of wear like my normal and then whatever.
But like she has, I learned our assistant news director sends like 5 or 10 pictures of us from different days.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
So Audrey knows exactly what she's going to rip apart before she sees us.
You know what my problem is I'm like in my mid-20s, and so I prefer to spend my money on clothes on leisure.
Oh, sure.
Like, of course, when I buy work clothes,
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
would prefer to spend the money on things I'm going to wear in my free time.
I get you. I'm in my late 30s. I don't have any money because I spend it all on my kids.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's
all
just
about the priority.
Hopefully it's like, well, because I know I need new glasses. My prescription's up. So like, hopefully it'll be a new glasses, and hopefully she'll still like the suits that she put me in a year ago. We'll see how that.
it's just like news. Things are always changing. Like styles are always changing.
Styles
So
are
I feel like
always
there's always
changing.
be something new.
Yeah.
To do.
Yeah.
I just had my first time in a long time too.
Wait, he's
Oh, come.
He's
Let's
on
hear
his
it.
live.
Dimple in my.
I'm live.
Oh my gosh, yeah, how's it go? Did she like
I'm
it?
live.
Everything's fine.
So,
Yeah.
oh, no. Let's talk. We're talking about Audrey. So what did Audrey talk to you about?
Putting a little dimple in my tie in between. Not. Oh, and you got yours too.
I've never heard of a dimple.
It does make a little difference. Like it's just a little.
Okay.
Little pack.
What else?
Looking for wider notch lapels.
Oh, really? Really?
So for 3 inches instead of 2.
Oh my good God.
An
I
inch
just
makes
bought
a
a bunch of
difference.
suits. If she makes me buy more suits, I'm gonna freak out.
If you do, there's a couple on sale right now. I just bought some just now.
Okay. All right. I like that tie.
Thank you.
Sheldon
It's
is a
from J.
handsome.
Crew. It was in the sale bin.
What? Sheldon is
Yo.
a handsome son of a gun.
Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Mine's a Turner, but like you switch it up, like the color.
He does. He's so good.
Yep.
What? Oh my God. What was I
It's a
about to
J.
ask?
Crew sale bin. That's where this tie came from.
What? So she told you the dimple, but what tie knot?
Half Windsor.
See, Megan.
Did you say full Windsor for you?
I'm full Windsor. We were
Oh, what's the
talking.
difference? They look the same to me.
This is thicker.
Oh.
We were talking about it, and we were talking about how like there's certain things that are non-negotiable, and like for me, my tie knot. Like she's gonna tell me. I know she's gonna tell me that the.
I don't know how to not do this. Like it's like muscle memory at this point. It's been 20 years of tying.
Yeah. I'm not. She's going to tell me I need you in a half Windsor, darling, and I'm going to say okay, and I'm going to do the full Windsor.
Oh, yeah, it's habit forming.
We're just talking. I've got another couple TV hits in a couple minutes. At 8:30, we can dive into the tropics. By the way, y'all, I'm not just like completely. I mean, I am messing around, but we will do actual weather in a little bit. We just have we have a Today Show hit coming up here in a minute. Yeah.
I know the show moves fast.
Yeah, the show in this part really moves very fast. So what about the bow ties? Victoria, I will ask today just for you. I'm going to ask. I have a feeling the answer is going to be absolutely not, but I'll ask. The answer to every question you don't ask is no. So Jenny says Eric the tie rebel. It's better than being, yeah. Listen, I always take the opinion of better to ask for forgiveness than permission. That's the way I kind of live my life. Half Windsor versus full Windsor being a point of contention is insane. I know, Vanessa, but that's what it is. All right, I'll be right back. Hold on. Oh, 100%. It is bright, it is sunny, and it is hot. We're looking to the tourist district on our Tower Cam network. Current temperature has climbed. We are at 83 in Orlando. It's 80 degrees in Melbourne, 79 in the Villages. But look at these temperatures this afternoon. 98 in Leesburg, Claremont, Orlando, 99 in the Villages. Merritt Island at about 95, 96 in Titusville, 96 degrees in Daytona Beach. Look at this though, 7-day forecast showing a break in the heat by mid to late next week. High drops to 92, a 70% coverage of tropical downpours. Okay, one more hit. This part of the show gets very, very quick. One more hit, and then we can talk tropics. I feel bad because everybody that's watching Coffee Talk's probably like, yeah, I want to hear more as well.
I have mine. Yeah, I have mine today. Tell me, do you have yours or no? Not this time.
Let's see here.
Audrey meeting?
This is great. I like the behind-the-scenes discussion. Weather's always around. It's true. Taylor says I'm in listening mode, getting ready for from the middle spawns to meet the teacher. Oh boy. This is so cool watching this in real time between TV and the computer. Thank you. Yvette says busy guy this morning. I know. I'm as I'm talking to you now, I'm on my computer for the on-air side to update my show just to make sure I've got a different tower cam and a different this and a different that. Okay, all right. Delayed reaction, you're on TV now. Yeah, well, this, I think that there's like a 4-second delay on Facebook Live, but TV is, different, right? Thank you, Chris. Chrissy, thank you. Diane, thank you. Open to close today at SeaWorld, and I hope I'm staying in the AC. Oh, God, listen. No matter what theme park you do, no matter what outdoor activity you do, seriously, it's going to be gross. There's your SeaWorld temperature, 9 to 9, the hours, which is great. Like, that's great. But man, is it going to be hot? Is it going to be hot? Good gravy. Is it going to be hot? Any other questions? Oh, Karen, thank you. Thank you. Does TV have a 5-second delay? No. Contrary to popular belief, if we say a pow pow word, it makes it. There's no button. There's no button at all. Yeah, if we say it, it's out there. A mentor of mine told me once, you can do anything on TV once. And Ernesto always tries to get me to say the bad words. I'm just kidding. Say hi to Ernesto.
Hello.
He's in witness protection. He'll be removed from here shortly. Pocatello, Idaho is your next stop. Say hi to Noel visiting the morning shift. Has no idea he's on. Oh, hey. All right. Let's see here. Haven't been outdoors in months, it seems. Marcia says prayers for Ben Terry, KPLC 7 News. Yeah, so Ben Terry's a meteorologist at a television station in Lake Charles. Has been fighting cancer valiantly and was just placed under hospice care. Sad story. So prayers definitely to Ben and his family. Cruising to the Bahamas this weekend. Any chance of bad weather? There's going to be some tropical moisture around, so you might have some rain and maybe some choppy seas, but it won't be too bad. All right, let me do this hit, and then we can chat, okay?
Across Central Florida, start the new school year, officials are working for everyone to be protected. The new project designed to improve safety in Pine Hill just getting help from the sheriff's office.
1 second.
Study found that 91% of small businesses using AI have seen more success.
I think what happened now is that we can now apply that technology to consumer tools.
We took to the streets of downtown St. Cloud to see what really interesting. Good morning, thanks for joining us here on this Friday. I'm Sally Danye.
And Michelle will be guys. We'll get right to the first one meteorologist, Eric first, because Eric, we've got all the different middle school and high school activities starting up this week now. The kids are back in school. A lot of precautions for those afternoon practices.
Oh, 100%. My son's elementary school canceled recess this week just because of how high things are. And that will continue through the weekend. By early next week, that's when we'll finally start to see some tropical moisture change things around. But it's the last day of summer vacation here in Volusia County, and it is beautiful New Smyrna Beach, already quite an active place. There are heat advisories across all of Central Florida, meaning that the feels-like temperature gets to 108 or greater, but in Flagler County, right at the beach side, you've got just a little bit of extra humidity, so your feels-like temperature gets to 113. You're under an excessive heat warning. So here's a look at our day ahead. Lunchtime, 96 degrees. You kidding me? Again today, 98-hour forecast high, staying in that register through about dinner time, and then by 7 o'clock, we'll get a couple of isolated storms. Outside already, the temperatures have been climbing. 84 degrees in Orlando right now. It's 80 degrees in Wildwood and 82 in Daytona Beach. So where do we go from here, and when exactly does this pattern break down? I cannot wait to share you the chilly details. Yeah, we'll get into that when I see you in just a couple of minutes. Now at 8:33, time for a traffic check.
Eric, good morning. Definitely looking forward to those details here in the last few weeks.
Okay, all right.
Heading out the door for that morning drive. Not looking bad.
I just got an email from somebody that says, you sound like you have a cold. It's kind of funny. Like, oh, I didn't know. All right. Let's see, back to the comments, get caught up here. Shudder to think what the electric bill will be. Yvette says, oh, yeah, no, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Yeah, Denise says, I love my SeaWorld job, just not the heat with certain things out there. I'll be at Sesame Street today. Denise, I will not be at Sesame Street. I have my season pass and will go, just not today. It's just too hot. Mike, you can say blankety blank on TV, can't you? I can't. I would love to be able to say any cheeky response, but yeah. Oh well. We have green screens at our photo studio. It's fun. Yeah. I mean, that puppy gets ours is bright as can be. Let's see here. They missed an opportunity not having live green couch there. Well, yeah. I need a break in the heat. My pool's 95. Maybe turn the heater off. Good gravy. Anna says, I live in Tallahassee and I always watch your coffee talk. No hype, just facts. Well, thank you for joining. I appreciate that. Um, Thankfully, we've not had to deal with much in the way of tropical stuff here recently, but certainly we know that there is a thing. So, again, just if you're joining, there's a couple of tropical waves. First one kind of fades this weekend, brings a little bit of moisture to South Florida. But for next week, particularly Wednesday into Thursday, this second tropical wave moves in and helps to break this heat bubble. It's not expected to develop into anything, but there is that tropical moisture around. So that's at least something. Let's do this. Let's look at the raw computer models and just kind of see if. Let me get this turned around. Pressure anomaly basin. Okay. All right. Very cool. All right. So here's the raw GFS. Let's look together and just kind of see. The GFS hasn't been like overly ecstatic in trying to develop anything. A couple little waves there. That's the 17th of August. A couple little waves out in the open waters. Nothing significant, but some stuff to watch. Definitely the Pacific still showing activity around. That's the 19th. Yeah, another wave coming off the coast of Africa, showing some promise there. Maybe something off the Carolinas around the 25th. You see that? That 10-12 low? It's trying to sniff out something around the Carolinas, and that fits our pattern, so that does make sense. But aside from that, the GFS is really not going bonkers with much. Let's switch over to the European and see what's doing here. Nothing significant. Let's go one model run before to get outside of 90 hours, because the European only runs a full run every other run. Definitely showing a couple of waves over the open waters of the Atlantic there through about the 18th. Definitely showing deeper lows. European versus the GFS. You see that? Now it's not perfect, but it's there. And then if we were to extend it out with the control version of the ensemble, now that's interesting. You see that? Around the 25th, 26th, kind of showing some stuff around the Caribbean and the open Atlantic, but the GFS could not be quieter. So the European is definitely going a little bit more aggressive, we'll say. In terms of the ensembles, let's switch over to the GFS ensembles. GFS ensemble still showing some support around the United States toward the 25th, right? You can kind of see that there. Some are stronger than others, but the GFS definitely showing some support for that. The European, yeah, European also showing some support. So I'll tell you this much, around the 24th to 25th, people, seriously, no big concern, but there's definitely some support for something. So at this point, I would just say we need to be watching the tropics, because in a week, 2 weeks time, particularly 2 weeks time, models are definitely showing some stuff to watch, right? So that's kind of where we're at. All right, here's the 7-day forecast showing the heat, the humidity continuing. I love it. Jessica says, I've always been a silent watcher, but I appreciate what you do for us by keeping us informed every day without the hype. Jessica, thank you. I appreciate it. Other Jessica is asking, why are we whispering? A, I'm in the studio, but B, I just don't have much of a voice today. So there's that. This is literally as loud as I am today. Yeah. Sorry. European is smelling what the GFS was cooking. I like that. I like that very much. Yeah. September 11th is about our average high chance for hurricanes. Yeah. September 10th, September 11th is the peak of hurricane season. So, yeah. It's wicked. It's wicked. All right. At least, we've got by Thursday rain cooling us down. So about just under a week, but we'll get there. We'll get there together. I'm addicted. I feel lost if I don't join our talk in the morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. I will be here as long as I have air in my lungs. I'll be here, annoying you on the interwebs, and every now and then I'll get to come and hang out and annoy Megan Mackey.
Come back and join us.
Always, always. All right, listen. It's Friday. Go enjoy. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you for hanging out for coffee talk. I skipped yesterday's afternoon coffee talk. I'll get you today. Don't you worry. Whatever's going on, I just ran out of time yesterday, but I'll be with you this afternoon. 3:30. We'll check in on the heat and preview that weekend forecast. Sound good? Sound good. All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Take care, y'all. Bye.